Hello, hello, hello. Let me adjust. Whoops, not that much. How about we'll just write to sorry. Maybe we'll just keep it at that. Make sure we've got the whole book in there. We're going to be doing a couple of flip throughs. And this is going to be our first one. How did I find out about this artist? I can't remember how I found out about this artist, but his name is Steve Squidoodle Turner, and I like that name. We just woke up, so we're getting prepared for our day. I know this is kind of an odd in-between time for me to go live, but here we are. So, like I said, we're going to do a flip through of this book, and I'm going to go ahead and get right to it. We're also going to do a flip through of this book, which is also by Steve Squidoodle Turner, Imaginary Buildings and Magical Lands. So, Adventures in Coloring and Doodling. Here's the back of it. 19 original hand-drawn illustrations, printed single-sided, so no bleed through to the next picture. I should look up his Facebook page so I can... I haven't worked on any of these pictures yet, but once I do, I'll try to connect with that artist. These are available on Amazon. They're probably printed by Amazon. See, we got a copyright here. 2016. I'm curious because it does feel like an Amazon printed book. Yeah, usually that's, at least I think that's one of the ways you can tell if Amazon printed it. Made in the United States, Orlando, Florida, September 26, 2024. It's actually probably when I ordered the book. So that's what's so great about being published by Amazon. I mean, they take a lot of the money, but they print on demand, so you don't have to buy a lot of copies of your book and sell them yourself. So, but let us proceed with the flip through. These are all hand drawn, and I really like that. I love AI created stuff as well. Everybody knows that watches this channel or follows me on Facebook, that I'm no stranger to AI, but I love hand drawn stuff too, and I like supporting artists. And the images in this are really beautiful. I love that they're single-sided. If you want better paper than the Amazon quality paper, you can, print your own, make your own copy and print it. As long as you're using it for your personal use, I think that's within the rights. I love this page. All this fun stuff. And you could, continue it up there if you wanted to. Oh, that's another one that's from the side, so we'll flip it that way. We have a gal at the campground that we stay at when we stay in Cincinnati, and she's got 2 birds, and I thought about coloring this for her, but I'm so antisocial that we park next to these people throughout the summer, and we still have not officially met them. Actually, I think we're kind of shunned now because we didn't try to meet people. So we're kind of like the odd people out in this little area of the campground that we go to. Anyway, this is going to be super fun to color. Oh, I love this too. If you want to support hand-drawn coloring artists, this is the somebody that would be good to support. These drawings are wonderful. Zentangle is the style. Quite a bit of them are that long view. I love that. That can kind of go anyway, right? I feel like it should go that way, though. Doesn't that make more sense? That's pretty. I saw in another book, too, some background ideas. So I like that the backgrounds you can kind of play around with. That's fun, like a steampunk kind of car. That's printed a little close to the edge there, but I removed the pages, so that'd be okay. That's cool. Different little patterns to color in each of those mandala things. Oh, that's really pretty. I like that a lot. That's the same, just more different panels. I like that there's a little bit of grayscale, a little bit of shading to it. I like this one a lot. I don't typically color animals, birds, or whatever, but I think I'm going to have to get over that and start. This is super fun. Oh my gosh. Colored pencils would be wonderful on this. One thing I have noticed while I'm coloring these Amazon printed books, that like the black spaces are not black enough once you start coloring. So that's something to keep in mind. I've just been, I'll show you an example of that in another book that another picture that I'm working on in a bit, but yeah, those black spaces aren't, I don't know. That's similar to that other picture from up front, isn't it? Let's see. This one, like sprockets. So I love this kind of stuff. It's some of my favorite stuff to color. This is the book that had that brick kind of background. That gave me an idea, like, of different kind of backgrounds you could put in there. That's interesting. A lock with a pencil and a paintbrush. He feels locked up. And that's it. 19 drawn hand illustrations in Squidoodle's Adventures in Coloring and Doodling. And again, like I said, I can't remember if he had more than these 2 books on Amazon, but these were the 2 that I liked. If there were others on there, I wasn't drawn to them. So this one is 30 hand-drawn magical landscapes. I'm going to guess that, yeah, this one is also printed by Amazon. I like this one a lot. And I know I said I wasn't going to get any more coloring books, but, you know, here we are. Escape to a magical land of fantasy castles, forests, floating towns, temples, and doodled cities. Grab your pencils and pens. The adventure starts over the page. That's fun. How fun is that? Is that the cover image? It is not. There's, what is that stuff on that building in that window in downtown San Antonio? It's almost like the stuff that they wrap vehicles with. That mural, that's all the buildings and their, like, cool colors. It's so basic. They're like red buildings, purple buildings, and the windows are like, like it's a purple building and all the windows are colored orange or something, or red, or
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But I'm going to take a picture of that and use that color scheme on some of the images in here towards the end. That's kind of fun. It looks a little childlike, though, I will say, as far as it's not as detailed as I would prefer. But I suppose if you're a good colorist, you can add in details. Oh, this is super cute. That's super cute. That's a little door. There's definitely, you know, themes. This reminds me of Johanna Basford's work, but there's definitely themes throughout coloring books. This is fun. I feel like I've seen this in a Rita Berman book. So much fun to color, though. Like, since I've seen that picture downtown, it covers the windows of this building. I want to use that color scheme. This is like a sunken city. Super fun. Yeah, some of these are a little bit more maybe orientated towards kids. This to me is interesting. I don't know why you would have printed it with that, you know, background. Maybe that was a picture he took of the clouds. Ooh, I love that. That's fun. I like that a lot. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Not that kind of childlike stuff. You can see the difference from, you know, that to something like that. That's fun too. I really like this stuff. That's why I bought this book, because I wanted all these buildings and stuff to color in. I have a few books like that, and I actually haven't colored hardly any of them. This looks so much fun. So I really should start doing that. Because I keep saying, oh, I want to color buildings. And then I bought all these books with buildings, and I haven't colored any of them. At the end of this video, I'll show the 2 pages that I'm working on. And I've got another one too, but I've kind of set that aside. I'm not really drawn to that. Kind of weird. That's awesome. That's the cover image. Yeah, that's the cover image. That's fun. Little mushroom house. Looks a little chaotic. That doesn't really seem to be in the proper place, right? There's a floating city on that weird cloud background. That could be a good Halloween picture. That's fun. I love that. I wish it was a little bit more detailed, but I like that a lot. Of course, you know I love that. It reminds me of an Angela Porter drawing I was working on that I have set aside. I like these side pages, but they're kind of annoying to show, right? The next one's a side page too, so I'll flip the whole thing. There we go. Oh, that's cool. And it looks like that's it. That was the last one. We've got some stuff by the artist back here. Thanks for buying the book. There's a picture of him. So that's fun. Free download. He's got a squidodleshop.com to get free pages to print out. I know a lot of colorists like that, so you can hit that up and print some out if you're not quite ready to make the purchase. Oh yeah, look at that. He's got quite a few other books. Day at the Beach, Creative Insults. Yeah, I don't care for coloring words or anything, and I don't care for skulls. That I'm not really interested in. I wonder if I looked at that one. Over 30 doodled maps to color in. That sounds like something I'd like. And then we've got letters and a London bus. That looks like a children's coloring book. Fun. So he's got some stuff to choose from. I'd like to see more of the Zentangle stuff. Like more detailed. But I love these books a lot. So we did those 2 flip throughs. Now, really quick, I will show, the Johanna Basford page that I was working on, I haven't really done much more to than the last time I showed that page. That's, Prismacolor pencils is what I'm using, and it's not blended as well as I'd like, but I like the way the blue is coming out. I'm going to do all of them in the red, orange, yellow, blue scheme. That's from Johanna Basford's World of Flowers. I started working on that because I wanted to work with my Prismacolors. Alas, like they always do, they started breaking on me. Where are those little bastards? I put them, oh yeah. I have used them quite a bit. These are the ones that I'm using. The red one is crumbling, breaking every time I try to use it. It's such a pain in the ass. I have probably nuked this thing. Look, you can see it. The microwave will burn it. You could put it in there 10 seconds and then take it out in 10 seconds again to heat up that core till it's soft enough, and then hopefully it reseals itself. I don't know. Prismacolors, I have a love-hate relationship with these things. So I got that far before they started breaking, and I said, okay, let's do something else. The something else that I started doing was from this one, which I think maybe the next time I do a live stream will be a flip through of this book because I absolutely love it. Sherry recommended this one to me. Yeah. And so the page that I started working on from this book was this one as kind of a break from the Prismacolors. And I'm using the Pentel gel pens, which I absolutely love these things. I love these pens. The only thing I don't like is this catches on my hand, so I have to make sure that it's like that. When I'm coloring with colored pencils, excuse me, I turn the pencil frequently to keep the point sharp as long as possible, and you don't need to do that with pens, but I still am like programmed to do that. So I have to reprogram when I'm using these pens. But that's the piece that I started working on, which I'm having a lot of fun with. And I am doing the red, orange, yellow, and the blue as well with green, because that's always nice. And then that one started kind of overwhelming me, so I started another one out of this same book, Color Me Crazy by Peter Delgladish. I don't know. The next one is really crazy. So that's what I'm working on right now, and it's been a lot of fun. I just started doing the background. I decided to do it black. But this one has been a lot of fun and quite representative of my mental state. Wouldn't you say, babe? That's representative of my mental state over the past month.
No, not exactly.
Maybe not that chaotic, but it's been a lot of loops and twists and turns and all kinds of mental gymnastics lately. So not lately, we're seeming to maybe settle down, but so those are the the spaghetti brain. Yeah, so those are the two main things that I'm working on, and then that other one. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please, if you don't mind, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I would appreciate that. And I'm going to do over the next, these were the ones that we just flipped through. Over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to try to do more streams and do more flip throughs, because that's something that I personally love, and that's what I wanted to do when I started this channel, was flip throughs. There's nothing worse than buying a coloring book based on, the picture on the image, and a lot of times they'll have, a couple of pictures on the back, and those are the only ones you like, and you don't know what's on the inside. So it's nice to be able to come to YouTube and see flip throughs. There were a lot of books that I wanted to see that didn't have flip throughs for them. So I thought, well, I'll start my own channel and do flip throughs for them. So I kind of got away from that with doing the live streams and coloring. I still like doing that, but it's a lot easier to color off camera than it is on, where I can sit on my cozy, comfy little couch and, not worry about my hands or if I have a manicure or not, which I never do. Behind the scenes. Anywho, those are my flip throughs for Steve Squidoodle Turner's awesome books. Please go buy them and support this artist, and follow him on Facebook, which was that. Where was that? Was that on the back? That Facebook? Yeah, facebook.com Squidoodle Art. I'm going to go follow him too, because I haven't yet. But yeah. Again, thank you for hanging out and watching all the videos. Go watch all of them and give me many watch hours so I can make money on YouTube and be a popular coloring book channel. Anyway, that devolved into something weird. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.